So I'm going to be showing you what happens when you open Coke under oil and then put Mentos in it. It's a really cool reaction. But here's the question. Do you get more CO2 coming out of the Coke when you put Mentos in it or when you don't? So I'm going to actually measure that because I want to dispel a popular myth that putting Mentos in soda actually increases the pressure. Okay, so next I'm going to be actually measuring the amount of CO2 that comes off the Coke when we put the Mentos in it versus when we just have a regular Coke that we open and let all of the CO2 come out of it. Will more CO2 come out of the Coke where we put the Mentos in it or a regular Coke? Okay, let's put this on. So it's actually not that much CO2. Okay, so I'm going to put a Mentos in this balloon now. There you go, look at this. About the exact same volume, this one had Mentos in it, this one did not. So you can see that the amount of CO2 that was released is exactly the same. The thing is, this one just did it faster than this one. So the reason that the one with Mentos in it didn't get bigger than the one without Mentos in it is because the Mentos only acts like a catalyst, meaning that it doesn't actually release more CO2 out of the Coke, it just releases the CO2 faster. So the blue balloon filled up faster, but the amount of CO2 that was released is exactly the same because the only amount of CO2 you can have in the system is how much that was initially put in it from the start. And so it doesn't add more to it. It's not like it makes this reaction happen that makes an explosion. It just makes it happen faster. And also, the only reason that the CO2 is coming out of the Coke in the first place is because we opened it and we released the pressure. So now there's a higher partial pressure of CO2 in the liquid than the atmosphere, and so it wants to bubble out of it. But when it's already under pressure, that means that it can't come out of solution. So when you shake a soda, the pressure doesn't actually increase because there's no difference in the partial pressure in the headspace up here and in the liquid. And so shaking a soda doesn't increase the pressure. And also, if you had a Mentos up top near the lid in a closed soda bottle and let it drop down in it, it also wouldn't increase the pressure. Because like I said, the Mentos doesn't actually do or add anything to the soda. It just makes it dissolve out of solution faster. And I actually showed this in a previous video where I put a Mentos in a soda bottle, let it equilibrate and come to pressure again, and then dropped the Mentos in the soda, and the pressure didn't actually increase, nothing happened. And I've showed it in a previous video as well that when you shake a soda bottle, the pressure inside doesn't increase when it's already been closed at equilibrium for a long time. So I'm going to first submerge it in the oil and then open it. Okay, now we'll pour it out. Look at that. Okay, now let's put in some Mentos. 3, 2, 1. So it gets a little bit of coating of oil as it goes in, and it has to dissolve a little bit of that oil, and then it can start fizzing. Let's stick in a few more. Whoa! This is what it looks like from the top. That's so cool. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.